Okay, in this video, we are going to be taking a look at resizing, what is it, our thread handle array?
Um, our
Weight,
our weight
okay.
handles.
Weight
Yep.
handles, thank you, sorry.
Our weight handles array. So when we create arrays, they're fixed. They're not something that we can auto expand. For that, we use list or linked list or one of the other data structures.
hmm
But keeping our weight handles in an array has some useful functionality when we get to the monitoring thread, which is why we're going to be using it. But on the flip side, because we're going to be using that array, we have to handle resizing on our own. So we're going to be doing that when needed, and we will need to resize it when we hit set max threads. So what we're going to do is inside of set max threads, we're going to do an initial check. We're going to check our count that gets passed in as an argument to make sure if it is equal to our thread count, meaning you're trying to set max threads to the value that's already there, there's no need to do anything. So we're just going to return out of this method. So it's an early out.
Okay.
Because why go through all the hassle of resizing an array for no point or for no reason whatsoever?
Sure.
So we're also going to check if our count is greater than our thread count. So if that's the case, then we're going to resize our array. If our count is less than our thread count, we've got all the spaces that we need inside of our array. There's no point in resizing it. We're not going to shrink it.
Okay.
So we're only going to expand it if needed. And after we do all of the resizing, we will set thread count equal to count. So that's the main part of it, or the base part of it. The main part of it is the actual resizing of the weight handles array.
Okay.
To do this, we need to make a temporary array to hold the values. So we'll do var temp weight handles equals new weight handles. And we're going to initialize that to a size of count. And apparently I spelled something wrong again. Oh, weight handle, not weight handles. There we go. So we're building a new temporary array. From there, var I equals 0, I is less than count, increment I, wait for lag to get caught up. If I is less than weight handles dot length, then we're going to go ahead and set the temp weight handles element I to equal weight handles element I. So whatever, wow, that was awesome. So whatever value is stored inside of weight handles I is going to get set into temp weight handles element I only when I is less than the length of weight handles. We have to make sure that we don't overextend past the end of the weight handles of array. So otherwise, we're going to set temp weight handles element I equal to a new auto reset event. And we're going to set that to false. This is setting up our weight handles. Except that's not how you spell false. So our weight handle is technically an auto reset event. And the auto reset event or flags that are used in being able to help determine when threads need to pause or stop and then be reset and allowed to continue on from other parts of code. Think of it as how's an easy way I can explain this? I know. Think of it as a toll booth where you've got information or cars going down the highway. I love car examples, but let's say there's things going down on the highway, and you have to stop all traffic for a sec. So you drop the toll gate across it, and you say, okay, everything's got to stop until I say so. And then once all the cars clear out of the highway, you can go, okay, go ahead, and you hit that auto reset event, and then that resets it, which opens up the gate and traffic can start going. It's just a way that you can synchronize things that are going on in different threads at different points in time. When we were talking about back in the overview, when we started talking about threads, we get into a condition where you can deadlock yourself, where things are trying to manipulate data at the same time, and you're trying to lock that information. This is just another method of locking parts of your code so something else can't mess with it until another method is finished with that particular bit of data. These topics get incredibly complicated. I'm no expert on it. I mean, literally, there are books that are hundreds of pages long that get into threading and multiprocessing and mass parallel coding.
Sure.
But it's a fascinating topic and infinitely frustrating when it goes wrong. So, wait handles equals temp wait handles. This is the last bit of code here. All this is doing is we've resized the array. We've copied all the values that were in wait handles into our temp wait handles. Any place that we didn't have a value, we created a new auto reset event set to false, and then we copied these values back into the wait handles, set our thread count, exit out of set max threads. So that will be everything that we need for set max threads.
All right.
And if I remember correctly, I think the next video we are going to visit our queue work item method and put the functionality in needed to make that work.
All right. Then that is going to wrap things up for this video. Thanks for watching.